Good day, everyone. How are you doing? Okay, looks like the microphone's back loud again. All right. Today is March 5th, 2025, and I'm a little bit later because we were waiting for company to attend, and they still may be on their way, but not sure if they're lost, and I'm not getting a response, so we'll get things started. All right. I also wanted to kind of give you a heads up as to some of the processes that I go through personally so that it may help others. One item is the whole idea of patience, ego, and pride. So sometimes you may be thinking that you're wanting to do things out of principle and for the right reason, but in reality, it's what you think needs to be done may not be what God has planned. So we have to follow God's will, and sometimes pride gets in the way, which I believe is happening in my case. So out of pride, I wanted to do what I thought was right. And this is with regards to fighting the evil in the court system and in the banking system. Lucy's been trying to tell me to forget about that for a while, but like I said, pride gets in the way. So with all the upset that it's been causing, in addition to motorhome troubles, and it's all related to the motorhome somehow, so it's funny. But I have decided to just make traditional payments and make a deal with the client that is the bank, I should say, the Service Credit Union that is forcing me to pay for something that I never received, and etc. But what this will do is it will give me peace. And people don't understand that sometimes. They think, okay, well, how can you agreeing to do something that is wrong give you peace? Well, because at this point it's out of my hands, and they're going to come after bank accounts and property, etc. And that doesn't bring peace, and that takes me again away from the Mass and the soulful needs of people. So, to make a long story longer, that will open up, I believe, graces through whatever means. And an example of that was once we decided to do that this morning, Lorraine's Social Security check for the first time she just applied came in, and it was a lot more than she thought it was going to be. And so there you have it. So we will be able to take care of things and trust that the funds will come from wherever God sends them. All right. We have dogs running around today too, okay? But it's quiet. Thanks be to God. Let's get started with Good Day Rising prayers. And it's going to be warm today. In nomine Dei matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Most Holy Divine Family, and in Catholic contemplation humbly venerate the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany. Most Holy and Venerable Trinity, one Divine Family, I believe that Thou art here present. I venerate Thee with the deepest humility. I render to Thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to Thee. O most holy divine family, relying on thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace, and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum matronam nostrae. O most holy divine family, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the most holy divine family for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven, and for the souls in purgatory. O most holy divine family, the most holy Trinitarian Theophany, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of the most holy divine family the graces which are necessary to us. O my God, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O Dea Matronam Nostrae, O Holy Mother of God, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O most holy divine family, as envisioned by St. Lucia as the most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because they offend thee, O most holy divine family, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. In nomine Dei Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Deum Ubiscum, quoque opite. Oremus. Fidelium Deum Iesum Christum omnium conditor et redemptor animabus famalorum famorocitorum remissionem contorum tribue peccatorum ut indulgentiam quam semper obteverunt pi supplicationibus consequentor. Qui tegum vivit ad reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et erit in aeternum. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum hanc immaculatum hostiam, quam ego indinius famalos tuus offedi tibi Deum eum vivum et verum, pro innumerabilibus peccatis et offensionibus et negligentiis meis et per omnibus circumstantibus, sed per omnibus fidelibus catholicorum vivis atque defunctis ut mihi et illis proficiat salutem. Deum qui humanae substantia dignitatem mirabilitu condidisia mirabilis reformasti da nobis perus ad coetum mysterium, eis divinitatis esse consortes qui militatis nostrae fieri dignatus parteceps, Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui tecum vivit ad reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Offedimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum de peccatis clementium, ut de aspectu divina majestatis tuae, pro nostra totius mundus salute, cum odore suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito suscipiamur ad Deum Iesum Christum, et sec fiat sacrificium nostrum ec spectu tuo hodie. Uplacia tibi Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni Sanctificator, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificite plata prosequendo, et accepere hoc sacrificium tuo sancto nomini praeparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas concobrationem cum tibi efferimus, ab amorem passionis, resurrectionis et ascensionis Deum Iesum Christum, et in honorem Dei matronam nostra et Papa Peter Sanctorum, et istorum et omnium Sanctorum, ut idis proficiat ad honorem nobis autem ad salutem, et ili pro nobis intercedere in interim caelis, coram amorem agimus in tedis, per in nom Christum Deum nostrum. Orate ut meam equestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat per Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum, sacrificium de manibus tuis, et laudem et gloriam nominis sui ad uditatem quoque nostram, totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum ubiscum, quoque pute, sunsum corda habamus a Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Teget o clementissimi Mater et Pater et Deum Matram Nostrae, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, Deum Nostrae, supplices rogamus et petimus, uti accepta habeas, et sanctificas. Haec sanctam sacrificium ilibata. In primis quae tibi aferimus pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare custodire ad honore et regere dineris tot orbi terrarum atque catholicae. Memento Deam familiarum citorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. We especially pray for Paulie, Shelley, Therese, Cody, Ben, Emily, Jenny, Katie, Kathy, Maria Josephina Mose, Marilyn, Mark Jr., Letitia, Mindy, Todd, Clarette, Dennis, Barbara Santa Croce, James, Robert, Benedict, Gregory, Adam, Malachi, and Patrick Santa Croce, the Stevenson family, Michaela McLarnon family, the Williams, Tafur, and Began families, the Kendrick, Shorten, Nolan, Dosco, Kane, Nye, Wolf, Camerano, and Pahalski families, and their intentions. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, and medium of exchange, with no usury and no negotiable instruments. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society. We pray that we ease into this new system without influence from the Jewish usury system. And we pray for the elimination of all harmful radiation waves in our air and in our homes, that peace may abound. We also pray for the courage to manifest itself in priests who know something is not right and who wish to contact me for information. I would be happy to help. We ask and pray for the gift of discernment and for an increase in the knowledge and practice of the Catholic virtues. We ask you to remove all forms of Freemasonry, Judaism, Islamism, atheism, Hinduism, and terrorism. Please bring all those members into the submission of the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany through correct baptism and confession. Please nullify any attempts to establish anti-Semitism propaganda into any rules, codes, laws, statutes, or policies. We ask the Most Holy Trinity that all Catholics be given the grace to be accountable, so that we may each have a holy hatred for sensuality, as St. Catherine of Siena encouraged, a repentant shame for the offenses we have committed and continue to commit against thee, and a deep love of thee and of souls, so much that we desire nothing more than to be a service to thee in every moment of our lives. We also ask for the sense to know when we are headed in the wrong direction. Et omnium circumstantium quorum tibi fides cognita est, nota devotio pro quibus tibi aferimus, veruque tibi offrunt hoc sacrificium laudis, pro se suisque omnibus, pro redemptione animarum suarum, pro spe salutis et calamitatis suae, tibi redont volta sua aeterno Deum vivo et vero. Communicantes et memoriam venerantes in primis gloriosae semper Deum materam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium torum Papi Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucia, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum meditis precibus quae cancedas, ut in omnibus protectionis tuae munum in exidio, per illum Christum Deum nostrum. Quam oblationem te Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus consecratum, acceptabilem quae feceri dignitis ut nobis corpum, et sanguim fiat dilectissimi Filium Tuum Deum Iesum Christum, qui pridi equam patriator recepit panem sancta sacralis manus suas, et derivatis oclis in calamata Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum sum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens, consecravit, frege dedique lumis sui dicenza, cipite et montocate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simili modo postquam ceremonia est excipienser hunc preclarum calicem in sancta sacrabilis manus suas, item tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, consecrave dedique lumis sui dicenza, cipite et bibite ex eo omnes. Hic est enim calic sanguinis mei, mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum, aequat est cumque feceritis memoram patrietis. Unde et memores Deum nostra tui, sed a plebs tua sancta Iustum Christum Filium Tuum Deum nostrae, tam beate passiones nec non et ab inferis resurrectionis, sed et in caelus gloriosae ascensionis. Offerimus preclarae maiestati tui de tuis donis actatis, supra quae propitio accedenu ut respicieri digneris. Supplice esteragamus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum iube hec perfere per manus tuum ut quod ex hoc autaris participationis sacrosanctum Deum Filium Tuum, corpus et sanguinem sincerimus, omni sanctificatione celesti et gratia Dei peamur, per innum Christum Deum nostrae. We pray for those who have died. We especially pray for John Nasser, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibum in Christum quiscentibum locum refeceri iducis et pacis ut in dorgesta procamur per innum Christum Deum nostrum, per cum hec omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivibicas, consecratis et praestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso, et in ipso, est ibi Deum Materum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Dea, matronam nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum, sancta tua in mulier, Dea matram nostrae materam Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos quaesimus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ab omnibus malis, praeteritis, praesentibus et futuris et intercedente beata et gloriosa semper Deum materam nostrae. cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis da propitius pacem in diebus nostris. Ut opi misericordiae tuae aduiti et peccato, simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbatione securi. Per eundem Deum nostrum Iesum Christum filium tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivit et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum Iesum Christum sit semper vobiscum et quoque pote. Haec mixtio et consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum fiat accipientibus nobis in ad salutem aeternam. Pax tecum et quoque apud te. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum Matronam nostrae, quoperante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem tuam unum vivificasti, liber me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum tuum abonibus iniquitatibus meis et universis malis, et fac me tui semper in harare mandatis et unum quam separare permittas, qui cum eodem Deum Matronam nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum vivis et regnam aeternam. Perceptio corporis tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego indinius sum reparaissimo, non mihi proveniat in idicium condonationem, sed pro tu pietate prosit mihi ad tutumentum metis corporis, et ad medelam percipiendam, qui vivis et reinas cum Deum Matronam nostrae, in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem calestem excipiem et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Deum Matronam nostrae non sunt dignus, ut intercedete meas in tanta requever sovereignam mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sunt dignus, ut intercedete meas in tanta requever sovereignam mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sunt dignus, ut intercedete meas in tanta requever sovereignam mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Quid retribum Deum Iesum Christum pro omnibus quae retribuit mihi, calicem salutaris accipiem et nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo, laudans invocabo Deum Matronam nostrae et ab inimicis mei salvosero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuum. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuum. Quodore sumus Deum Iesum Christum purium et capiamus et immunum et bravi nobis remedium sempiternum. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum quod subse sanguis quam putavi heriat visceribus meis apraesta, ut in me non remaniat scelo da macula quem pirat sancta reficerunt sacramenta. Deum vobiscum et quoque apud. Oremus. Animabus quesumus Deum Iesum Christum famorum cetorum, oratio proficiat supplicantium, ut eis et peccatis omnibus exuas et tuae redemptiones, facies esse partecepes, qui tecum vivit et reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et edit in aeternum. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te, ite mise est. Deum gratia. Placia tibi sancta Trinitam obsequium suffitutis meae, et praesta ut sacrificim coroculis tuae majestatis in inus autori tibi seta captavere miquet omnibus, pro quibus idut optoliciti miserante perpetuabile, Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam, Filium et Spiritum Sanctum, Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gratias. Hello, Juan Carlos, how are you? Hello, Andrew, thank you for being here. And Juan Carlos says, I needed to hear this. And when I think about what I'm going through, I can't help but think that others are going through the same thing, because I'm no different than all of you, except for the grace that's been given to me by the Most Holy Trinity. And the decisions that we make. So say yes. When God calls you, say yes. And then listen. And then sometimes, you know, you react and you react quickly when you hear God, and that's good. And sometimes you don't hear so well. So, thanks be to God. Please go and sanctify all those who meet. We're going to keep going. I have to get the hot water going, the electric right again. It's fun. So let God. Let go and let God. We'll see you tomorrow.